Well, I think you can all see the power in that man. Many people have said to me, he is great. But I think that Dom's greatness is actually a little bit different. It's the fact that he can inspire greatness in the staff around him, in the scholars that he teaches. And I think that's your true mission, Dom. Bravo. And now we come to the part that starts my happy meter flying around up here. Older scholars will remember the happy meter. But we are going to be introducing you in just a few moments. And Mary is already up here ready to go. Good for you, Mary. Mary is a 1989 Golden Apple Fellow, and I tell you, she is now mentoring 43 Golden Apple scholars who are in the classroom. This woman, I stand in her shadow. She is our workhorse, definitely. But she and I will be calling your names just shortly. But before we do, I just have a few words. The first is that I'd like to read some more statistics, but these statistics don't apply to all Golden Apple scholars. They only apply to you, the 175 of you. There were 1,600 plus nominations that came in. So I want you to realize how many we had to pick you, the 175, from. We selected 44% Caucasian, 29% Latino, 16% African American, 5% Asian Pacific Islander, and 6% multiracial. 61% first-generation college. Your average ACT score, 24.4. 39% of you low income, 37 men, 138 women. The regional selection, 7% from East Central, 69% from Northeast, 8% from Northwest, 2% from Southeast. Some schools in the Southeast are 100, meaning only 25 in a graduating class. Southwest, 7%, and West Central, 7%. For all of you, we have a very, very special surprise. And it's actually on the table right over by Jordan. Jordan, if you raise your hand up there, man. And that special surprise is a book. And this book comes to us. Dom had mentioned the letters that someday you will receive. Well, this is a compilation of letters that you're going to receive today. And we have one man in the audience to thank for it. Dan Brega, will you stand up? Thank you, Dan. Dan is one of our board members, and Dan had the incredible idea. How come we never thought of it in 26 years of the mission? Because we didn't have Dan Braga with us. But Dan's idea was, wouldn't it be great to tap into the talents of all of the Golden Apple Fellows who've been awarded the Golden Apple Award for Excellence in Teaching, and ask them, what's the advice to give to Kaylee and every scholar that's going to cross the stage? And that was Dan's mission then, to pass this, distribute this, collect it. He paid for the publication, for the presentation of the book himself. He felt so committed to it. And the scholars who received it, the first ones to receive it were last year. You will be the second, and it's something that we plan to do every year. So again, Dan, you are the best. Just to show you a small piece of what you'll receive, this is from a Golden Apple Fellow, 2008, from Central Illinois, Tim McCullum. And here's what Tim wrote. Be passionate, each one of you new scholars, about what you do. Know that teaching is not a mere job, it's a way of life. It carries a responsibility. You set the tone for your classroom. So if you want your students to be excited about learning, then you have to be too. With passion comes power, and you never know how your passion can affect the future of each student in your classroom. Great teachers, as you will be, scholars, are passionate about both their subject matter and their profession. And this is page after page of each one of the Golden Apple Fellows wishing you the best and telling you some advice on what to expect in the years ahead. Now, we have to have someone make this official and present you with a certificate, and so I'm going to ask Mrs. Koldyke to come up on stage. Pat? And as she comes up, My wife received this magazine in the mail, and I saw it there on the coffee table, and I said, honey, you didn't tell me. And she goes, didn't tell me what? And I say, that's the Koldykes. They're on the cover of this magazine. And the magazine was listed for educational innovation. And what, you see that beautiful picture? Pat's saying, I got it. And in the article it says, the founders of the Golden Apple Awards and the Golden Apple Scholars, Martin and Pat Koldyke, are probably the most effective education reform philanthropists in Chicago. And aren't we blessed to have her and Mike here supporting us? Pat's going to say a few words.
We all know the definition of hyperbole, and that was a little bit of that, I think. But anyway, it's very hard to believe the years that have gone by since Mike and I started the Golden Apple Foundation. I'm actually overcome. There's two people that I want to mention briefly, though. One who who knows the scholars early, and one who knows them later. Pat Koldyke, who is head of recruitment, is responsible for so many of our wonderful candidates for this Golden Apple program. I can't tell you.
Come on up.
The only problem that we ever had was when she came to work for the Golden Apple, I was a little smitten because she was Pat Koldyke with a K. I was Pat Koldyke with a K, and we thought we were going to get confused. But we didn't. Anyway, this woman is responsible, she doesn't talk about herself very much, for so many of you wonderful people. She understands you, she finds you, she helps you, she is wonderful. At the other end of your time is Sister Raylene Sweeney, who takes care of you after you are in the teaching. And she is responsible for the success of this program in ways that I can't even count.
Stand up, please.
Sister, where are you? So. Anyway, bravo. Mike, for the first time, is not here because we had a conflict in our family. Our daughter-in-law started a new foundation for mothers called Earth Heart, and their march is today. So he had to go there, and I'm here representing them. But anyway, we're very proud of Dee Dee. She's going to be a great success at this. So Earth Heart is the name, and it's about helping women become leaders. And I guess that's about all I have to say.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for being who you are and what you are doing. And as Mike and I get a little older, it's much more important for us how you do.